What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree, and in this video we have a new announcement for LR Trunks. I am incredibly excited about this just because it looks like he's AGL type based on the kanji, and I know that there's some speculation that maybe they're Dokkan awakening the Trunks from the story event already, you know, the History of Trunks story event, the intelligence type and stuff like that. There is some speculation about that, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not this character. I don't think that it is. First and foremost, it's a Prime Battle event, so what they would have to do for it to be that character is take that character and allow it to Dokkan Awaken with the 777 or whatever odd medals they're going to require from that event. You know, take one character from another event and then allow him to Dokkan Awaken from another event, which I guess is possible. They've done it. Most recently, they did it with the Kaba unit, where he comes from the Universe 6 event and then he Dokkan Awakens again from the other event, the Tournament of Power event and stuff like that. So I guess it's possible, but nonetheless, I'm going to operate on the assumption that they're dropping a new SSR Trunks that then follows through its path all the way to LR in the Prime Battle, just because that's what Prime Battle typically is. We've seen it a couple of times. Most recently, LR Frieza. They haven't done it since then. It has been some time. So again, if you didn't catch the drift, this is that event where you have to play through, get the 777 medals. But I will say, it is nowhere near as bad if you played the LR Frieza event global. I'm sorry, I don't know if you know, they had the LR Frieza campaign, you know, most recently that just ended like a couple of days ago here on Japan. But to get it done, you were able to use a category. Now, a really good example of that was using the fusion category in the Tarble missions, like the Yosun Goku return stuff. And then you realize that, you know, using the fusion category, you could impact your drops, get better drops on characters and medals, etc., etc. You were able to use the Namekian Saga category for the LR Frieza campaign and wind up getting a lot of medals in your runs, and sometimes you can even get multiple copies of cards, like 3 or 4 copies of cards. It was pretty insane. So some people are really good luck, and I assume that's going to be part of what happens with this, because even like people I know that are habitually lazy when it comes to these Prime battles. I'm looking at you, Rhyme. He finally got done with LR Frieza, so shout out to my boy. Just because it was a lot easier, you know, and I'm assuming that the Trunks will be pretty easy. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this. Like I said, it's a Prime Battle, so again, that's the type of thing it will be. The new Summit Decisive Battle event, Who Protects the Future of Peace, is held decision. Only characters that can be fellow at the top Decisive Battle event, Who Protects the Future of Peace, in the event can challenge. A character who has a friend in a variety of events can get ready to continue non-limit battle in training. Do not miss it. To the new Summit Decisive Battle events, please note that characters that can be a friend in such mission rewards and gifts distributions cannot be challenged in this event. Example, show off in front of Shinsen Rangers Ginyu, Goku Rangers. It's literally explaining right there that you can only use free-to-play units. Now, typically, what that means is you can only use characters that come from events. Like, it not just free-to-play, because free-to-play can mean a variety of things. Like, you get it in gifts, you get it from, you know, events, you know, or you get them from, like, some other means, like, you know, the Baba Shop or whatever, you know. But this is literally saying, and this applies to the other 2 Prime battles as well, that you have to use a character that literally drops on a story stage. No Ginyu Force LRs is what it's saying right there. It even explains no Ginyu Force LR, but you can use the individual parts, like the Int Ginyu, the Tech Guldo, all those cards that come on their own story stages or little events daily on JP right now can be used. So basically, it sounds like the best category for this will wind up being that Gohan category again. That STR Gohan is so good. I'm just wondering when that's going to come to global, because he is so useful. Like that, and come back to JP too, for the people that didn't get a chance to 100% him. But that one, that STR Gohan, that's just like the Tech Bulma and the Goku Jr. in type, you know, though that Gohan is so useful. His Extreme Z Awakening and all that, he's incredibly good. But it's saying you have to use that. So just to reiterate, no Ginyu Force LRs because they come from missions. No Vegito Blue because you get him from the Baba Shop. Regardless of how you get his medals, you get him initially from the Baba Shop. Yeah, and that's just how it works. You know, you can't use stuff like that. So you would have to use a character that, again, drops on an actual stage in an actual event. So that's what it's explaining there. Because there are times when events, content, and held period is subject to change, yada yada. One thing I want to point out is this one, I believe, has future in the kanji. Let's go ahead and do a really brief comparison. The Getaway. But I'm pretty sure this one has future in the kanji. And a very easy way for me to tell is if I go ahead and turn off the translate. Please stop translating. I don't need you anymore. Or not. Guess there's not a way to turn off. Okay, cool. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that looks way different than the kanji on that. Let me pull up a future Trunks, like an actual future Trunks. Okay, so we're going to go over to right here, and we're going to go to type, super, element, physical. I know there's one right here. This guy. Yep, his name is Future, in parentheses. I can see the kanji right there. That is the same as this kanji over here. So this Trunks is a future Trunks, which makes sense, but here's why it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense at the same time, because this Trunks is clearly from Dragon Ball Z. That outfit is from Dragon Ball Z, right? That's not Dragon Ball Super Trunks, but the game actually differentiates. This Trunks right here is clearly from Dragon Ball Z, you know, his first iteration in the series. That's fine, but he's called Teen. He's not called Future Trunks, but of course we know him as Future Trunks because he's the Trunks from the future. He's not our timeline's Trunks. But also his Super Saiyan variation, the LR, is Super Saiyan Trunks Teen. And of course, if we scroll down to DBS Trunks, who actually is a lot older than the other Trunks, if you did not know, the time has passed. This Trunks is older than the other one I was just showing you. He's actually called Future Trunks, you know, because he's further in the future, I guess. So that other Trunks will be named the same name as the Rage Trunks is, basically, because they don't actually call them Rage Trunks, they just call them Super Saiyan Future Trunks. And it's going to be basically the equivalent to this Int one sitting here, because this Int one is totally not from Dragon Ball Super or anything like that. You know, I believe that he has this outfit. Feel free to correct me because I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I believe this is when he goes back to his future timeline after the events of the Cell games and stuff. You know, in the last, like, ending of the Cell saga where he goes back and beats the androids and stuff. So I believe that's where this is from. But yes, this is the Trunks I was talking about initially that people are speculating could be Dokkan Awakening. I guess it's possible, but this one's already in the game. For example, when it comes to characters you can use, this character is one of the ones you could actually take to that event if you would like to. But just know that basically the cool thing about this is you can use this character if you would like to farm the SA of the other one up to a point, I'm imagining. Assuming that he's not base form all the way through and through, which doesn't necessarily matter because you'd be shafted and you wouldn't be able to farm him if he's you know, this is so funny. Trunks Youth Future. That literally makes no sense, Dokkan. That literally makes no sense considering that this is a kid Trunks. I mean, he's a teenager, young teenager, whatever. He's obviously younger than just regular Super Saiyan Trunks here, so whatever. I'm not going to get into the euphemisms there, but yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Very excited. By the way, at any point, let me know in the comments you guys' speculation as it pertains to this Trunks. Do you guys think he'll be good? I'm hoping he'll be good. And just really quick, I want to go over a couple of really brief examples of characters that this character is actually kind of modeled after. If we come over to the regular list here, you know, he's going to be another character like these two. And I'm very impressed by the fact that they're bringing this back now, because I just kind of felt like they forgot about it. They had a few more types to cover. They did a tech type and an STR type. Of course, they had the 3 other types to cover. It looks like they're bouncing back with an AGL type. Could be Int, but like I said, I'm going to, for the premise of the video, operate on AGL. The first character that had a prime battle was this guy. At the time, 3 key to all types and 3000 attack was the premium leader skill at the time. But of course, the game has changed so tremendously that I'm very excited about this Trunks' leader skill because he will most likely have a percentage-based leader skill. We've even seen some, you know, borderline free-to-play units drop out that have, you know, very good all types leader skills that are percentage-based, right? So I'm very excited as far as his leader skill goes. This Goku is a very good barometer, too, for Trunks, just because, again, he was the very first one. When he's facing one enemy, he gets 10,000 attack and 3,000 defense. For context, I used him against, you know, an event using the Pure Saiyans team. He's still incredible. This character is so old, but he's still really, really good. And a more modern version of that type of character is the Frieza here. Now, Frieza is able to debuff on the super attack. He doesn't get the key, but he gets 7,000 attack, so you kind of pick your poison with that. But on the passive, they completely removed the necessity to face one enemy and even buffed it further. So this is a clear example of a power creep. Now, he doesn't have, I guess, as potent links as Goku because Goku has an inbuilt buddy that is better than Frieza's buddy, who would be the Fura/Cooliza type unit. But Goku also, his buddy has this 25% link here, First Awaken and stuff like that, the Tech Bardock right here. You know, he has a buddy that also produces orbs, so I kind of get it if that's something they were considering, but I really don't think it was. I just think that's a sheer product of the power creep in this game. So it's very possible that this Trunks can wind up being very good. Also, him being an AGL type is super awesome to me too, just because of the fact that if, again, on the premise that he is, if he is, AGL was one of the better types, and it's kind of fallen off. Like, the only new unit Super AGLs really got was LR Mighty Mask, right? I mean, there's not been a lot that's really dropped in there. You know, the Blue Vegeta, I forgot about him, admittedly. Some of the older units have gotten Awakens. You know, Extreme Z Awakened for the Goku. We got AGL Godku getting his as well. But nonetheless, this was the best team in the game for a very, 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 very long time. Now we have types like Physical that are just constantly getting buffed. They're about to get Future Gohan as well, right? So Future Gohan's about to drop into this as well, and it's just going to be another top-end, very good Physical unit. So that's just kind of how things are, and they seem like they have been for quite some time. I mean, that's literally LR, and then we're dropping into another Physical unit back-to-back, and we got Kefla's Awakening pretty recently. It's just a lot that's happening here. So I'm very excited for the expansion of AGL, to be honest, if that is the case. Otherwise, I mean, he's going to be Int type. And if he's Int type Awakening, that's pretty awesome too. Just because Super Int is pretty freaking lit already. But, like, I mean, 3 LRs on Super Int and UI Goku and Bardock. This is going to be a really good team if that Trunks happened to awaken. He's down here somewhere right here. You know, I don't think it'll be him, though, just because the kanji, like I said, is blue, which isn't always the best barometer, but it is one that we have as far as this Trunks is concerned. So, anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys hit that sub button if you happen to be new to the channel. And again, let me know in the comments you guys' thoughts, concerns, all that stuff as it pertains to this Trunks. It looks like this event is, well, this announcement is ending on the 30th. A lot of times, most of the time, if not all the time, whenever the announcement ends is when the stuff goes live. It's currently the 23rd and 2 a.m. right now, so just literally a week. A week from literally right now, he would be live. So keep that in mind. So it looks like him and then Future Gohan, because I believe Future Gohan's thing ends on the 31st. So literally all this stuff is going live, and it's pretty nice timing, you know, considering the events. I like the way that they're tying it all in to give you a lot of stuff to do, but it's all going live the last couple of days of the month. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, have an awesome day. Thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll catch you all in the next Dokkan Battle video.